OKX and ICE are bringing never-expiring oil futures to 120 million crypto users. What this means for the cryptocurrency market. The new partnership comes as Hyperliquid's OLE futures contracts that never expire. Wow, I wonder who came up with that idea. Have been a huge success with over $1.6 billion in 24-hour trading volume. Wow, that is a lot of chips, said Olivier Acuna. Hey Susan, can you grab me a root beer? Intercontinental Exchange, that's a fancy name, CEO Jeffrey Sprecher mentioned back only once, and the Bitcoin-focused subsidiary otherwise did not come up during Thursday's earnings call. Why did they not mention Bitcoin? Maybe because it was on a slippery slope, Peter. Intercontinental Exchange, owner of the New York Stock Exchange and crypto exchange OKX, are launching perpetual oil futures based on ICE's Brent and WTI benchmark prices. How does this benefit investors? The new contracts, available where OKX is licensed to offer perpetual futures, will give OKX's roughly 120 million retail traders, that's a lot of trading volume, access to regulated energy benchmark products.
The move underscores the growing convergence of crypto and traditional finance, yes, like the tokenization narrative of everything financial. As regulators signal plans to bring perpetual futures under U.S. oversight and as ICE deepens its strategic partnership and investment in OKX. Literally throwing money at OKX. Intercontinental Exchange Inc., ICE, owner of the New York Stock Exchange, and OKX announced Friday that they are joining forces to roll out perpetual oil futures.
Okay, Robert, thanks for that update. Now, in a joint statement, the firms said ICE's futures prices for Brent crude and West Texas Intermediate (WTI) will bolster the new perpetual contracts on OKX. The new perpetual contracts based on ICE's data will open energy benchmark product access to OKX's 120 million retail traders, said Trabu Bland, Senior Vice President of Futures Exchanges at ICE. I hope there are no shenanigans going on there. What do you think, Sarah? The new contracts will be available on OKX, in which ICE holds a stake, across territories where the crypto company is already licensed to offer perpetual futures. Oil markets are critical to the world economy, kinda stating the obvious. Haida Rafiq, global managing partner at OKX, said in the statement, "Bringing ICE's benchmarks into regulated perpetual futures is exactly the kind of bridge between traditional and digital markets that market participants have been asking for. Really. The ICE and OKX foray into oil perps comes as Hyperliquid's oil futures contracts that never expire have proven to be a tremendous success, consistently generating roughly $1.6 billion in daily trading volume and more than $1.3 billion in open interest." Perpetual futures, also known as perps, are a type of derivative contract that give traders the ability to bet on prices of assets, such as oil or Bitcoin. But unlike traditional futures, perps never expire, which means what? Most perpetual products are offered on offshore exchanges and are not regulated the same way traditional commodity exchanges such as ICE and CME Group Inc. are in the U.S. But Michael Selig, the chair of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, recently said he will bring them under his agency's oversight soon, wink wink. In a sign of the increasing confluence of crypto and traditional financial (TradFi) firms, ICE and OKX signed a deal in March to build technology, including blockchain networks, that would give ICE's customers access to crypto-based futures and OKX customers the ability to trade tokenized securities on the New York Stock Exchange platform. ICE also made a strategic investment valuing California-based company at $25 billion. Wow, now that is a huge amount of chips. At this point, I would like to thank all the viewers of my content. Here on YouTube, I am still looking for my first subscriber, so like and subscribe and let me know what type of news would be helpful to you.